Another Thursday, another update across Call of Duty for Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. Today's the final update that we'll see for those games before the mid-season update or that Season 2 Reloaded update coming as of next week. And while we're technically on the pattern week of where this should be larger, it's kind of shifted because of that change in date that we end up seeing that mid-season update coming. So while it's not necessarily the big week that we were maybe expecting a couple of weeks ago, it does still have some items that are definitely worth noting and definitely running over. So today we're going to run down everything that changed with the update across all three main titles and let you know what you need to so that we can jump in, you're ready to go. As we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. What have you liked out of these changes so far, or maybe more so, what are you looking forward to the most here within the upcoming mid-season update? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know down below. As well though, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, and anything COD related. We're on that road to 400,000 subscribers, and we'll keep you the day with all of it. So if you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's jump into the update at hand and everything that changed. On the Cold War side of things, let's start out with what's new and what's playable. As of yesterday, we actually got a big piece of functional content reintroduced, but for real this time, that being the R1 Shadowhunter crossbow. As we mentioned earlier in the week, this was coming back with a little bit of a fixed challenge set to unlock it. It's still achieved by getting 3 one-shot, 1-kill medals with a weapon with no attachments in 15 different matches, but for those that already had it completed as of last week, it was reintroduced at 14 out of 15 progress for match completion, and for those that didn't complete it, your progress was still intact exactly how it was, or should be. I thought I'd hear some stories of bugs, but that seems to be incidental, so it can be bugged for some, others not so much. Just know that it was reintroduced as well, plus there's a shot bundle for those that want immediate unlock and access to it, but no attachment access on the weapon until you unlock the base. So that was reintroduced as of yesterday, but as of today, the playlist we have on offer here firstly include Nuclear Apocalypse. This is a new combination mode that's a mosh pit of different game modes, all exclusively on Apocalypse and Nuketown 84, a combination 24/7 mosh pit. Personally, I like this one. Apocalypse was actually surprisingly enjoyable whenever it was introduced in Season 2, and since then, I've been having a good time on it. Nuketown as well, Nuketown, so I'm all for it naturally. Those are going to be put together and you'll be able to play a bunch of modes on that all-in-one mosh pit. I'm here for it. Next up, we have the return of Snipers Only mosh pit, which is a great reintroduction in my opinion. Finally having snipers leveled though, so I might not be jumping in as much as normal this week, but instead I'll be working potentially on DM Ultra, so that might be something that's a little bit of a curveball here at this, but jumping in where I can see fit. But other than that, you have your traditional game modes that we normally see, like Gunfight, Fire Team, and all that. So that's what's on offer this week for the Cold War playlist and what is available in that game. As for Modern Warfare and Warzone, Warzone's biggest lead-off item this week was that of the fact that zombies have once again moved, as evidenced firstly by the new teaser items that were sent out to some creators a couple of days ago. The zombies have now once again moved from hospital and now occupy the bank, making it somewhat of an odd pathing and seemingly kind of arbitrary locations perhaps, but the same thing has happened this time as it did the last few, with the Vodianoi at first to start, prison next, and then hospital. Zombies are at the location and then can be spawned using the console at that location. By killing the zombies, you end up getting an access to a bunch of items that drop, plus the yellow key card as an access item that will open up the zombies crate, giving you a handful of Easter egg items once you complete the wave of 40 zombies. If you're interested, do be careful though, because many others will probably be trying to explore this for themselves, so you may not be alone here at this one. Just be aware if you do decide to check it out. Now, that is something that was changed out as of today, and it seems like there are going to be 4 more ones here on the upcoming weeks, which was leaked by Zesty COD Leaks a couple of days ago, in which we still have up on deck, seemingly in the game files, Dam, TV Station, Superstore, and Stadium. Now, that also leaves out 1 extra if they're going to be introduced 1 a week, so we'll see how that all works out, but for right now, that's where we're at here at this. Another interesting thing here in relation to the zombies spread is that we ended up getting another blog post from Activision and Call of Duty talking about this again from the perspective of Armistice, that overarching organization of all the operators within Warzone. They put out a blog post talking about the contagion and everything like that, but as with 2 weeks ago, in the header image of that blog post, we ended up getting more Morse code, in which if you take a look at what that actually translates to, it says escape while you can. So it seems like by all indications, things are going to start ramping up here as of next week with the mid-season update, so looking forward to that. As for playlists, that's the only other changes here made on the Warzone side of things here and on offer playable this week. We see, of course, our standard solos, duos, trios, and quads as per normal, but also on deck this week, we end up having Rebirth, Resurgence, quads, which is staying around, but we also saw introduced is duos for Resurgence as well on Rebirth Island. So a little bit of a deviation here with that one, but we also end up seeing Plunder, Blood Money, quads is introduced in place place of trios from last week. On the Modern Warfare side of things, we end up having Shoot the Ship, Gunfight OSP or On-Site Procurement, Team Defender, and Cyber Attack Pro. To me, not a bad playlist offering for those still playing Modern Warfare this week, but that rounds out the playlist updates that we end up seeing for this week's update. Outside of that, the only other things that were introduced here as of this week, and more so as of yesterday, were that of shop bundles. Of course, we ended up getting earlier in the week the Delicate and Deadly, which comes along with the Porcelain QBZ, the Feldspar MP5, and the Cowlin 1911, plus the Cookie Jar Charm for 1,500 COD points. And then yesterday, we ended up seeing with the reintroduction of the R1 Shadowhunter, the Archaic Range Bundle, with that Lance Head Blueprint, Stolen Idol Charm, Medieval Archer Emblem, and the Old Time Sniper sticker for 1,200 COD points. Now, coming as of this Saturday, the 27th, we are going to see another reactive bundle here introduced, and the final one for the first half of Season 2, it seems like, with likely more being introduced with the game update as of next week and adding more things in behind the scenes. That coming along with the XOXO Love Lost Milano Blueprint, which is reactive, the Broken Heart Legendary AK-47, the Drop Dead Charm, the Heartbreaker Vehicle Skin, and the Lonely Valentine Emblem for 2,000 COD points. Now, as for things in the Operators and the Blueprint category, you may have some new stuff here at this, but as always, those things are more so individualized. They're not introduced all at once across the board like featured items are, so that's something that you could see some new stuff, you could not, but that's where we're at. Now, if you want to pick up this item or any of the other items in the shop and you want to support the channel a little further, like Rondell, Adam, Scotty, and C-Unit have, use code Espresso in the item shop. As always, it's 100% optional, but it does help to support the channel a little further. If you decide to do so, tweet me a picture. I'd love to shout out some of your generous support in upcoming videos. And kind of circling back, I have seen plenty of comments in the past saying that you don't have a Twitter, but you have used code Espresso for that. And to which, genuinely, thank you for the support. I tremendously appreciate y'all. But as for the update, that's kind of where we're at here at this. Again, it was a more so smaller update by comparison. The scales or the pattern has kind of been offset a little bit with the mid-season update coming as of next week, but as of tomorrow, we also do have one more weekly introduction here at this. We'll end up seeing that that's the start of the triple-double event for Cold War and Warzone, and actually, as of today, for PlayStation 4 and 5 users, that actually has started already for that sort of console exclusivity deal with it. But for the entirety of the player base, it will be live as of tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and I believe that's 5 p.m. now in the UK with the time changes, I think. I could be wrong. Time shifts are absolutely the worst and throw me off for like a good 3 to 4 months, and then I finally have it down, and then at that point, I mean, we're already close to another time shift, but anyways, that'll be available for the entire weekend. Double XP, double weapon XP, and double tier progression. So you'll have ample amount of time to grind out anything necessary, and a few really good playlists to do it in as well, so make sure that you at least jump on a little bit and get a head start while you can, as of this weekend with next week's mid-season or Season 2 Reloaded update coming just over the horizon. But all in all, that's what we have here as of today, and as of this weekend for the update for Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. So that's where we're going to wrap it up. I think I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. Are you guys liking this update this week? Maybe not so much. Are you looking forward to next week's mid-season update? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts. But as well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, and anything COD related. We'll keep you up to date with all of it. So if you guys are interested, hit that subscribe button. If you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. So if you guys want to check my conversation, asking me a question, whatever it may be, those links are down there in the description below. But all that said out of the way, thank you guys all so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.